a lot of opinions about what was said in the locker room the other day from a lot of outside people. What exactly did you mean by all that?
It probably was the wrong time to express myself, but that's, we all have our own opinions, we all have our own feelings, and I feel like we are entitled to them. It's just, you try to pick and choose the time to do it, and who you choose to share with, because some may not understand where you're coming from, which is to be expected. I feel like it's the wrong time because it puts my team in that situation and my coaching staff in that situation. I have a great relationship with Steve Kerr. And he knows that. He spoke to you guys about it. You know what I mean? But even his words still may not be, someone still may not believe him. But he and I are in a great place. We don't even have to speak about it because he knew that no way, shape, or form was I talking about him.
Is that the part of the backlash that hurt maybe you didn't like the most, is that people thought it was directed at Steve?
No, I wouldn't say that I was hurt by it because, I've been in worse situations. I've been in similar situations. I've experienced through my life, so that's why I feel like I can speak out on it because I've been through it. So from that perspective, you just learn. You continue to learn about yourself. You continue to learn about your others, and you adjust or you just continue to put things in perspective.
Just to be clear, was it just about frustration about the schedule and having to come back and go back and guys needing rest?
I would just. You have a conversation with a group every single day, and you get the thrust so much into your lives. It's almost as like you have a robotic type of mindset. So you can have a mentality of past or present. Groups of people or generations. You can feel similar, not the same, but similar, and you speak up on this, the same routine and this kind of grind and. May not, like I said, may not have been the right time or the place to speak on it, but it doesn't change the way that someone may feel, and I feel like that's what everyone has to respect. If someone feels a certain way, you can't say they're a bad person, as long as there's no prejudice, and as long as there's no ill intent towards anyone.
When you say inside joke, I mean, is the joke kind of on us? Is that sort of what you're getting at when you talk that way?
I mean, I like to have fun with you guys. I shouldn't say fun. I like to play mind games with you guys. But it still doesn't take away from how someone may feel. A lot of guys may feel a certain way, but they don't know how to express it. But I may have chosen the wrong way to express it. But, that's my personal way of, getting back at you guys a little bit,
Did you hear from people who were offended by your words?
I talked about that with my wife as far as what the word offend means. Because I think I offended someone when I went to the golf course yesterday. You know what I mean? Because I just took a rest. I just rested last game for San Antonio, and I feel like someone's offended that I went to play golf. So, you kind of live in a world right now where, our team's so much in the spotlight, and there's such a microscope on us as players that, any given move can offend someone. So you can't live life, trying not to offend anyone. You just can't live like that.
So you were golfing yesterday, and you got a look, or you...
I should have been resting.
Right. Feet up.
Yeah, I should have been resting.
Somebody said that to you.
I just should have been resting.
But is rest also mental too? I mean, just because you're not with your feet up, is getting away from the game equally important?
Yeah, the year we won the championship, I think golf was our ally, and we spoke about it, so everyone was like, go to the golf course more. When you lose a couple games, it's a different look out, up on it. So, but that's just, we all, as players, we understand that. That's something we had to go through, and that's part of the job, and part of being successful at it is not letting it affect you or being a distraction.
Steve just talked about the benefit of the situation. I mean, this is the first time you guys have lost 3 in a row in a long time. Mm-hmm. And he said, everyone's game started to slip a little bit last year, but the wins masked it.
Exactly.
So do you think there is a beneficial side to this? Because outside of this room, everyone's panicking. Or on Twitter, they're panicking.
Right, and it's the same thing. It's almost like as if you're looking for something or anything to be the cause. And you get away from what it actually is just playing basketball, executing, doing the little things well, looking for other guys to step up and collectively making up for KD being out. All those things affect the basketball game, and we always look a different factor to be the reason. Case in point, a comment that I felt or made, we lose another game, and that's the reason why. So, but I've always said that. I've said it the last 2 or 3 years that the talent that we have, losses benefit us more than anything because it takes us back to the fundamentals. It takes us back to the small things that help you win the basketball games, and ultimately will help you win the championship. It just builds good discipline.
How different is the bench this season? You kind of reformed it when Durant got here. Just how is it different, that bench?
We're adjusting. I've been playing really well lately. I felt really good. Sean's had his moments. Ian Clark has had his moments. James Michael McAdoo hadn't played a lot or at all early in the year, and then he's been, as of late, playing more, getting more minutes. He's been really effective. And David West as well. Before his injury, he was really giving us significant minutes. And then we talk about JaVale. Everyone says he's kind of, re-energized his career. So everyone's had good moments at good times, but we're working to bring it all together and everyone playing confident and playing at a high level at the same time. Because there's been times we've had slippage and we haven't been able to hold leads or continue to expand them.
That stretch, the stretch you guys just endured, was that pretty frustrating that you guys had to come back here and go then to Minnesota and then to San Antonio? And Steve addressed it a bit ago.
Me personally, I don't mind it because every player in the history of the game has had to go through it. Maybe not so much early on because there weren't as many teams, so it wasn't as much crazy travel. But I'm always looking at Michael Jordan, who's the greatest player of all time by far, and I say he went through some grueling schedules and some broke down shoes, not as good technology. Wasn't as good as planes. Meals might not have been as good. Got some privacy though. That might have helped his thought process. But those guys went through it, so I feel like you gotta kind of honor the game, the true essence of the game, which is 82 games, and you just kind of figure it out. Sometimes you have the luxury to rest guys, and we've had the opportunity to do that the last couple of years. So it's just kind of bit us right now. We just got to work our way out of it.
Do you regret making that comment?
Regret? What does the regret mean? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Do you wish you hadn't said anything in a public manner?
I wish I wouldn't have put my teammates and the organization in that situation. But like I said, it doesn't change, how I feel about certain situations. It's just you can't give certain people power, and I gave certain people power. So, like I said, live and learn from the situation, and move forward.
Thanks, Andre.
Thanks a lot, Andre. Appreciate it.